What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Spencer, checking out Plunder. I'm playing against Plunder, but checking out Adventure Token ABC or ABC Brave Token, whatever you want to call it. Someone in the comment section hit me up and said, "Hey, can you play this deck?" And I was like, "Isn't even that good. I know it's going around, but everybody's playing it, so is it just a little overhyped?" Nope, this deck is really, really good. Maybe not a tier 0 meta threat, but certainly very good. And this end board is bananas. So, you know me, I can't play anything too normal, too straightforward. I like to tech in Galaxy Soldier for this specific reason, because you get an extra negate out of it, and it's absolutely insane. So, first Omni Negate's on the board, here comes the second, here comes ABC Dragon Buster, and finally comes Fusion Destiny, for the Phoenix Enforcer. So, obviously, this is quite the end board. 4 pieces of interaction, and sometimes you can actually draw Fusion Destiny, and I think I do in the second game, actually. So you can go ahead and hit IP Masquerena. I'm going to go ahead and banish a field spell because I know it can recycle itself, and it's just such a good field spell, right? He's going to try to equip there. I will go ahead and make him go -2, which is pretty cool. He can summon back the Black Eyes, the Plunder Patrol C guy, but I don't think that's going to make too much of a difference. Probably shouldn't have activated ABC Dragon Buster there because now literally the Phoenix Enforcer can't come back. Not that it's too big of a deal. I can go ahead and bring that back, go into Access Code Talker to make it really, really big. I can go back into another ABC Dragon Buster. More than enough for lethal, right? Those two alone are enough to make it happen. In this case, I pretty much draw the same hand. This is obviously a quite consistent deck. 3 Union Hanger plus Terraforming plus the I always forget the dang name of it. It's that quick play spell that sets 2 field spells to your deck. But that's 5 ways you get to it. I do run Pot of Prosperity as well. And then when it comes to the adventure stuff, you have 6 ways to get to it, right? With the monster that banishes itself from the hand, and then Predator Verde and Anaconda pretty much fills in the gaps there. Or you can, like me, hard draw Fusion Destiny here. There isn't too much places for hand traps, which is kind of unfortunate. Although the adventure token ends up being Disruption going second, in a way, and I'll kind of showcase that here. Obviously, you can see this is like even more for full combo. Because I was able to go into IP Masquerena versus the Phoenix Enforcer because I did have that Fusion Destiny in hand. He's going to go ahead and not send any of these. I guess that kind of makes sense, but I'll bring these back. Once again, blocking myself with Phoenix Enforcer, so I have to be very careful about that. But I can go into Access Code Talker, bring back ABC Dragon Buster. Once again, it doesn't matter. I mean, if you're this far ahead, I'm sure you're doing pretty well for yourself. And I'm going to show something going second. I actually had a lot of fun playing against this guy. My internet crashed. So this isn't the full duel, but he is playing Pranks. So Adventure Pranks, which is just a really good deck. Droll is like decent. It's actually really good, but he still makes himself a pretty good board. I thought you could only summon Pranks for the rest of the turn, which is kind of funny, but I guess not. In any case, I think it's maybe one of the Prank links actually that does that. But okay, he's going to go for Phoenix Enforcer, and I don't know what this back row is. I don't know why I can't see it, but okay. In any case, I'm going to go ahead and go for the right of a Messier. I don't know if that's how I say it, but I'm going to go ahead and try to bounce this back, forcing out his Disruption. It's really unfortunate, Mike, because I would have loved to see how this duel would have ended, because his Phoenix Enforcer would have come back. But in any case, okay, this is going to be B-Buster Drake, and then I can summon out 2 of those. So I'm going to go into Predator Verde and Anaconda here in a second. I'm going to add those 2 to my hand. So I'm not going to get my own Phoenix Enforcer, but I am going to get ABC Dragon Buster, and I'm also going to get a Cyber Dragon Infinity, which is pretty good going second. I feel like that's about as good as it gets, considering like the situation I was in. And that's where my internet timed out. Would have loved to see the end of this duel, but that's a little bit of the capabilities going second, and playing obviously some pretty high impact cards there. We'll see what ends up when I'm playing here. He's playing Exo Sister. I'm playing in competitive, so didn't realize at the time. I think he ends up just straight up quitting. But once again, you can see here, pretty good end board. I don't have access to Galaxy Soldier here. Kind of stinks, but I guess I'll have to make do. Union Driver. It's pretty cool that you can chain block, especially with Ghost Ogre with being so popular. It's unfortunate that you won't be able to use Fateful Journey, but this card is a little more important. So there we go. Lots of disruption there, especially when you draw Fusion Destiny. I have the Omni-Negate, I have the Banish, I have the Pop, and then I have IP Masquerena as well. And I can use IP Masquerena as Unicorn too. And also the cool thing about this end board, because I didn't end up using Draco back, because I think I ended up discarding one of the cards because Journey is really cool in this deck because it lets you discard your pieces too if you need to, instead of having to go into that machine link, which I just personally hate because it's so awkward. This is way better, and if I discard ABC Dragon Buster, it's going to equip to this anyways, which is really, 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 really cool interaction there. I don't have, yeah, there's only a few more. I mean, the deck is fairly straightforward, of course. Okay, so he's going to go ahead and go first here. I'm not really sure why he's playing Gamma, knowing he's going first, but he does have Ash Blossom, and he's going to try to go into, I don't know, probably the, I can't think of it, yeah, the Ice Jade, but okay, not going to let him do that. Branded Blade, I think this card stinks, but okay. He did try to Ash the Union Hanger. Luckily for me, I did have that in my hand. So it's going to be pretty decent here because I'm going to go ahead and add this back to my hand. So I have 2 cards for discard fodder for the Galaxy Soldier there, showcasing just how good of a tech card this is in this deck. Also a good target maybe for unauthorized reactivation as well. But he did surrender, of course. And I have 3 more duels against Brandon. This is pretty popular, although this is like a Buster Blader version of the deck, which, you know, I guess that's pretty cool. And it's actually pretty nice because Branded Fusion can obviously send a dragon card to the graveyard, making this condition like really easy to fulfill. I guess I have another Galaxy Soldier here, didn't realize, but okay. But you do have that Omni-Negate now protecting it. He had evenly matched, but that's not going to do anything against 2 Omni-Negates. It's just simply not going to be enough interaction. Can go ahead and discard those 2. Again, very similar end boards here. Don't get to go into IP, but most of the time you don't need it. 4 forms of interaction is normally enough, believe it or not. And this is really, really, really unfortunate because I did eyesight in, what's it called? I hate when it does that. I sight in the card that makes you set cards. So I searched, I dumped in the graveyard, and then I banished 6 to hopefully find it, but of course I didn't. That's why I kind of did all of that, but you know, having an Ash Blossom in all of this is probably going to be okay. So he's going to try to use Fallen of Albaz. I'm going to go ahead and negate that. The Ash did end up coming in handy there, what I got off the Prod of Prosperity. He could try to activate Evenly Match. Of course, I do have the Omni-Negate for that, and yeah. Okay, so once again, playing the same deck here. He only sets, but he does have Token Collector, Ghost Ogre, and Infinite Impermanence. We'll see what I can end up making happen off of that. And that's why this card's so good going second. It causes so much pressure. Token Collector is like, all right, pretty interesting. I'm going to go ahead and banish 3 there, see if I can get a play starter. I just need really anything. And there we go, set rotation. Boom. Literally the best play starter, so that's always nice. So I can go ahead and grab B Buster Drake there. I can equip. He's going to use Ghost Ogre. Good thing I have unauthorized reactivation. Essentially the same thing. Really, quite literally no different. And I'm going to give myself just a search here with Fateful Adventure, which is kind of nice. I can go into an IP Masquerena, which is pretty cool. And this is where that discard fodder comes in, like I've just talked about. Actually, I really, really, really should have searched the one that searches. I shouldn't have grabbed Griffin, but that's fine. It didn't end up making that big of a difference. He has 2 bricks in his hand, which is super unfortunate for him, but what are you going to do? And I do have Imperm as well. So if you were trying to even normal summon this, there's nothing he can do about it. I don't know if he plays 1 copy of Buster, but for me, you need to play multiples because of that exact reason. Okay. And that's what I was thinking about, Anti-Spell Fragrance, and that's what makes this card so good. When you know you're going first, obviously. So, okay, a little awkward here for sure. I'm going to go ahead and, send this to the graveyard. He does have the Imperm. I was trying to chain block there, but yeah, he has a very specifically good card. Although I guess it could have been Imperm as well instead of the Effect Veiler. Would have been the same thing. Going to give myself the Omni-Negate there. I'm going to be able to equip this, and then I have the Anti-Spell Fragrance. So against Branded, that's pretty darn good. I'm going to go ahead and negate there so he can't Fusion Summon against me. And he's going to have to set these 2 cards. I'm going to go ahead and send the branded fusion. So basically, he's just never going to be able to use the effect. It's kind of unfortunate. I can't use Fusion Destiny. I'm going to have to set it myself, but, you know, that's okay. Because he's going to have to set this again. Like, yeah, it's just going to be like an endless loop, which is kind of funny. But yeah, that was a pretty decent look, I think, you know, for this deck. I'll do the deck profile and probably some bonus gameplay tomorrow. Other than that, that's going to do it for today's video, and I'll see you guys next time.